Welcome back to the channel. Gonna do something a bit different today. Gonna be going around the property and just cleaning up all the messes that I've found as we've lived here the past few years, where stuff's been left behind from various projects. A little bit from me, but primarily from former owners. Gonna see if I can earn my 10 bucks, right, from the local scrapyard and clean this place up. Before I do that, I do want to say a huge thank you to all of you who have been following along. We hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is absolutely flooring to me. Never expected that much traction on this channel, but super excited to have you all with me. And if you guys have ideas for different videos or things you want me to cover, or you have things you want me to go into more depth on that I've talked about before, please leave comments in those videos related to that, or in this video here. I generally just kind of do whatever comes to mind, whatever's going on, but if there's a particular topic you're interested in hearing more about, let me know. All right, well, let's get into it. So I've got the Jeep out here, obviously middle of the property. We've got this big hickory tree here, and next to it, some former owners left, I think, a wheel horse deck. It is just completely caked into mud. Let me show you that. I've gone ahead and backed up near it, hoping to get it yanked out of here. I've tried to do it with our wheel horse before, but wasn't able to get it out. But it is just buried in there, so hopefully the Jeep can do the job. All right, looks like we got it. Just chose a little place here I could get my hook onto, and use the safety chain attachment placed on the back of the Jeep. It's a lot of fun. Probably have to go back and pressure wash this thing just to bring it in clean. There's the underside. You can still tell it's a mowing deck, but you'd be more likely to be able to start growing some vegetables in there, like a raised bed at this point. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem like it wants to spin anymore. So probably just load this back up, bring it to the house, get it hosed out, and clean it up. Now, when I got my wheel horse here from my buddy John, thanks again, John, I'm sure you're probably watching this too. It came with this deck, which he said had seized up, wasn't any good. So we're gonna go ahead and recycle this one too and pull it out. It's been sitting here ever since I got that wheel horse a couple years ago from him. Got this one from my neighbor. He said it was perfectly good when he bought his wheel horse, but he only uses it for the snowplow option. Didn't need the deck, so I had one, brought it over. So I've got a really good deck, so I don't need to try and fix this one up in any way. I'll probably just take the wheels off the back and get the belt off there. I don't think they want any of that on there when I bring it in to scrap it. So pull that out, get that cleaned off, load it too. Coming back out here where I grabbed that mowing deck, I can see I've already got another piece of metal right here just sticking up out of the ground. Looks like it might even be attached to something. Yeah, I have no idea what this thing is. It's got this kind of T-shape to it. It's got these little spots that'll poke into the ground, and then it's got this pole up the top. Part of me is trying to think, how would I use this? But I'm trying to stop myself from doing that, because I get myself into trouble keeping things around that I might use, and I'm just gonna get rid of it. And maybe if one of you guys knows what this is, leave a note in the comments. I could see it being like a temporary sign of some sort. Not sure about that. And over here, got a couple more things with the angles it's got here. Maybe it was up near the roof edge on a shed or something, but some scrap metal there. I'm gonna get that loaded up as well. Moving right along here, I found what looks like it's a pile of barbed wire, and I did call in advance and they said they would take it. So just gonna bag it up so I don't drop any along the way out of the trailer, and try and get some of this loaded. Real old nasty bundle of it here. Not probably gonna do any more barbed wire today. Clean it up later. I think nature will take care of the rest of it. Rust it to oblivion at some point, but at least getting up that big stuff, what's left, probably will sink into the ground anyway and not be a big deal. Just when I'm out here logging, I don't want to pop any of my tires. All right, let's keep on going. I think back here when I was doing my maple tapping, I saw some sheet metal back here. So let's see if we can find that. There it is. Looks like we got yet another sheet over here, just a little piece of it. Amazing how much junk there is out here. There's plenty of these old posts out here too, where I'll want to come at some point, get all this barbed wire off of here, clean it up. But at least some of these are still standing to where I can find them pretty easy compared to stuff that's on the ground. And it looks like we've got some random batch of chicken wire. Yeah, nasty. You can see the low spot in the woods is really filled with water this spring. Had a lot of rain. Past week or so hasn't been too bad, but right before that we had a lot. We got a lot more on the way. Even tonight, some big storms coming. But when we first moved in, we had some friends help us try and get some of the stuff out from that area. A lot of stuff had washed in there, and just haven't dealt with it yet. So that's what some of this is from. Old sole of a shoe. Oh, that's heavy. Another shoe. I think someone's walking around here barefoot. Yeah, check this out. I do not know what this is. Again, if you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments. It is heavy though, that I'll say for sure. This isn't too heavy, but still not quite sure what it is. And an old bike frame. Well, the unit didn't survive, but whatever this is, it's a mall transmission. So definitely look at some transmission parts back here. Not so useful anymore. Another piece and more bike. Looks like they like dumping stuff around here. Got something here with this TPost. Now I'll keep any TPost unless it's too rusted and worn away, but let's see. I'm gotta get that out. Oh, all right. Looks like the kind of barrier fencing you might put around a little flower bed or something. Just really nasty looking, and I don't think I'm gonna use it. You can see we do have some old fence here that's still there. I might try and prop it up just as a barrier toward this area here. You can see over there the white. There's a few more pieces of probably aluminum siding or gutter. Looks like we got some sort of old mattress spring or something here. A bunch of springs all on this cable. So a lot of junk there. I got a couple railings that are all bent out of shape, and a couple other miscellaneous pieces of metal here, and some more aluminum siding all over the place here, and even some glass and other things over here that are all broken. Just spent about 5-10 minutes pulling out every piece I could. Absolutely ridiculous how much was down here. And I looked over to the side, and of course, just a little ways over, there's a few more pieces. So even more to pick out over here. Well, I finally got this area clear. It brought me into yet another day of working on all this. It itself didn't take a day, but there was a lot that was all under here and in the dirt. Probably even more if I were to get a shovel out here and start digging things around. But really cleaned it all up now. It's looking pretty good. And this is the wheelbarrow of what's left. I'd already loaded about this much before now. Some of it's just trash, so I'll be sorting it out before I get it all in the scrap heap. But just pretty disgusting, but really making this area look really nice. I'd like to at some point dig this out to a more permanent pond area, and so it'll year-round stay this nice. Once it does dry up a bit though, I'll get some more of these little pieces out. I'm not gonna wade into there and clean that up today. We'll get there later. Yeah, looking a whole lot better out here. I think I'll have to make another trip and another date. Looks like these trees have actually grown around it. It's been in here so long. Yeah, we'll wait on that one. And now I'm on the other side of the garden, also along the edge here. And these are the only other piles I know of is out here, other than more barbed wire, of course. Just a little bit more aluminum. And then over here, got some random metal here. Looks like another set of springs, another frame or something was gotten rid of here. Honestly, kind of looks a bit like a bottom to a recliner. Not really sure what the goal was there, other than avoiding whatever disposal fee they might have had for it. Well, I don't really know what that larger piece goes to. If you ever wondered what your recliner might look like if you burned it, left it outside for decades, and then came to reclaim it, well, here's your answer. And that was definitely some sort of mattress at some point. It looks like maybe another was burned in there, because I'm finding other springs as well in the inside of that. Don't think I'm gonna dig through this today to find anything more. Just trying to get a lot of this obvious stuff and large pieces like this so I can just get them out of here. Well, I'm out of time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring what I've got. Got all the aluminum on the top here and in this bag. The rest should all be steel and iron, so I'm gonna go ahead and drive this over and see what we get for it. Well, thankfully I was able to make it just before they closed for the day. Got the trailer cleaned off. Ended up being 500 pounds of ferrous materials and 26 pounds of aluminum. So ended up giving me just almost $50, which covered the gas to get there and a little bit for my trouble, right? But mostly just looking for that peace of mind. So it feels really good to finally get that all off the property. I've been staring at some of it for a few years here, and finally had enough of it and had a couple days where I could gather it, get it out of here. Very excited to see it moving out of here and on to hopefully some other future project where it doesn't just land in someone's yard and, you know, actually gets used for something useful again. If you guys enjoyed this video, you want to see what else we're working on the property, be sure and check out this video here next. Thanks for watching.